The word estate is very unhelpful. It leads to all sorts of confusion in my area of law. First of all, we have the word real estate, and that has two pieces of legal jargon squished together and creates a lot of the confusion. Real means it's land, and estate means property, so we're talking about land property. So already we're looking at a source of the confusion. Estate means property, and everyone has an estate both while they're alive and while they're dead. Sometimes someone will need to have guardianship of a minor's estate. That means they're a guardian over their property. So while we're alive, we have an estate that we don't ever think about or know about unless you're an estate lawyer. After we pass, our estate becomes very important because it survives us. It becomes its own legal entity that is separate from us because we're dead. The estate lives on. Someone has to be appointed to be the representative for the estate. Your will does that if you have one, becomes the executor. Otherwise, you have to apply to the court to become the administrator of the estate, which is a whole other kettle of fish. The issue then is we have this very broad legal term that means something very different to lay people than it does to lawyers. To a layperson, an estate is some big piece of land with a mansion on it. And so if you someday receive a check for a lost loved one that says to the estate of your loved one, that seems pretty weird. And what do you do about that? You probably call a lawyer to try to figure out what that means. But the estate of a person continues and has to be dealt with. And a will is the simplest way to go about it. I'm Josh Donovic from Skylands Legal in Sparta, where we help families just like yours solve some of life's hardest problems. Click on the link below to learn more about us.